I filmed a foundation routine video, so I just took you through what I've been doing lately with my foundation, and I did my contour and highlight and blush in this video. Just basically my whole entire face, how I put on my face makeup. I've been really liking what I've been doing with my foundation lately. I've just been kind of doing some highlighting and contouring with the foundations, so I thought I would show you that. So if you guys want to see how I do my foundation, then keep on watching. So first I'm starting off with a primer, which is obviously a must. You cannot skip a primer in a foundation routine. So I'm going ahead and applying that to my T-zone. And then normally while I let that sit, I fill in my eyebrows. So I didn't show you that, but I normally just do that while I let that sit. So now we're starting with foundation, and the first foundation I'm using is the Maybelline Fit Me Stick Foundation in the color 110 Porcelain, and as you can see, it's very light for me, so this is where the highlighting comes in. So I'm applying this to the middle of my face, so my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, my chin, just all like the middle of my face. And then after I just apply that on, I'm just going to go ahead and use my fingers to just blend that out a little bit. It works well. It kind of melts the product a little bit more. And then just like I said before, I'm just focusing this really on the center of my skin. You don't want to go on the outer edges because we're going to use something else out there. So after I've melted it, I'm going to go ahead and use this Real Techniques sculpting brush. And I like this because it's dense. So it works really well to blend this in, but I also like that it's angled because I can get in like on the sides of my nose and stuff. So I just blend that out with the brush to make sure that there's no like streaks or anything, and it works really, really well. So I definitely recommend using this brush if you're blending in a foundation. Now I'm going in with my Beauty Blender and my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. And this is a darker foundation. It's almost a little bit too dark for my skin. So the other one was too light and this one is too dark. So I'm applying this one on the outer edges of my face. So basically on the bottoms of my cheeks, so kind of where bronzer would go, right below my chin, kind of erasing that double chin area. And then the sides of my forehead and my temples. And I'm just going to blend that around basically in a big circle around my face. And then going down onto my cheeks and stuff, and that will add a shady effect kind of to the skin, and it will kind of shade it more than just being like a harsh contour. And it works really well because this one's too light, but I love this foundation, so I can't really wear it all over my face because it's a little bit too orangey. So this will really help to kind of blend together the light and the dark, and then everything will just be very smooth, but you just have to make sure that you keep blending through. And you can color correct if you'd like to. Sometimes I go in on some red spots and do it. So I just use the Concealer X green concealer and regular concealer. So then I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and I've already applied that underneath my eye in a triangle motion, and then using my Beauty Blender to blend that in. And I also go up onto my eyelid using it kind of as a primer. And then I also go down my nose and also do the tip of my nose to kind of make it very buttony and just give it a nice highlight. And then I go in with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder on a damp beauty blender, and I just apply that just right on top of that concealer to just really set that. And I bake with this a little bit, so I go around my nose and stuff to just keep everything very matte. This really brightens up the concealer, so it sets it in place and it keeps it very bright throughout the day. Now I'm doing the exact same thing on the other eye. I also take the powder up onto my eyelids to just make sure it's very set and very bright. And then I go in with more of that concealer and just put this on my chin and my forehead to just keep everything very bright. And then I blend that out with my Beauty Blender, of course, because how else would Anna blend out liquid makeup? I'm just going to be setting my chin and my forehead as well with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. It just keeps it very bright and very highlighted. And now I'm going to move on and do my eyes, and then I'll be right back. So once I've done my eyes and the powder has been sitting and baking for a while, I'm going to brush away the excess powder and make sure that none of that is stuck on my face. And it's just going to help to kind of blend it in a little bit more and make sure there's no like weird lines of powder anywhere. And then I'm going in with just a pressed powder and just applying this mostly in the center of my face where the lighter foundation was. But I mean, I go a little bit around my skin, but for the most part I just put it in the middle, and then I use my bronzer to set the parts where I had the darker foundation. So I use translucent powder to set the light parts of my face, and then use bronzer to set the darker parts of my face, and it just helps to shade everything and just really slim down my face. And actually during this video I cracked my Hoola bronzer, so that's a little bit sad, but it's okay. It's almost gone anyway. I actually have another one in the drawer waiting to be opened and used, so it's not that big a deal, but it was a little bit sad. Now going in with a highlight, I'm using my MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter and a fan brush. And I'm going about 2 fingers away from my nose, as you can see, because your pores are bigger right around your nose. So if you put highlighter there, it's going to make them look way more oily, and it's just going to not look as good. So I try to keep it 2 fingers away. And then I kind of go in a C motion around my temple and my eyebrow, because that gets it above my eyebrow, and I love that look. I also like to put this on the tip of my nose to just kind of give it that buttony effect, and then I just kind of throw it lightly on my chin and my forehead. And then I'm using this really pretty blush that I actually got from Icing, and I'm just going to be putting this right in between the highlight and the bronzer, and it's just going to kind of blend them together nicely and give me a nice flush. And then I just thought I would show you what I did on my lips, so I just used MAC's Velvet Teddy lipstick and just applied that on, and it looked gorgeous, and it really just finished off the look. So basically this is the look that I've been doing pretty much every day lately. Okay, so could you turn down your music? Thank you. Okay, so that was the video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My usernames are AnnaMariaBeauty, and don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys!